As you can see, it's fantastic weather on Askøy, just outside of Bergen, and I'm on a little hike today. And I'm here for a reason actually, and we're going to talk about that now. The reason is quite simple. Yesterday I was out testing my OM7P with my Action 5 Pro. You can check out that video over up here. And to my surprise, it actually works good using a mobile gimbal attached to your action camera. But today I'm out to test another gimbal. That's the Insta360 Flow 2 Pro from Insta360, which is a fantastic mobile gimbal. It's solid, stable and easy to use. And as you can probably see, I have my Ace Pro 2 attached to the gimbal. And the reason is I'm going to test this today in this combination. Of course you need to use a tripod, and I just want to see how good the tracking is when I'm out hiking, because I do like to see nice movements when I'm out filming. When you're using an action camera static, just putting it down, recording, and you have to move it and record again, it could be a little bit boring. And I do think getting more dynamic shots with movement is much nicer to look at, and it gives the viewers some satisfaction, if you know what I mean. It's more enjoyable to watch, and they can follow my hike in a different way, so it makes it a little bit more interesting. So it's quite simple to attach the Ace Pro 2 to your Flow 2 Pro. It's not meant for an action camera, so this is just a test. But the weight of the Ace Pro 2 is only 150 grams, and the Flow 2 Pro can carry up to 300 grams, so it's no issue at all for the camera or the gimbal to balance the action camera. You have to be a little bit careful, of course. You do need to use a tripod. I do recommend using a tripod with longer legs, so it's stable when you're out, when the camera is panning. And the big advantage with the Flow 2 Pro is actually the 360-degree pan. It gives you a more interesting movement in your shots. The OM7P from DJI only have 180-degree pan, so you have to think a little bit where you're putting down the gimbal. But to my surprise, it works really good. It's the OM7P tracking module didn't have any issues with tracking me up to around 10 meters. It wasn't an issue at all, and I do think that it looks kind of nice. So we're going to test it with the Flow 2 Pro today, just to see, because I'm always trying to be creative in the way I create content, and I do think for people it's much more interesting to see. So let's attach this gimbal to the tripod I'm using now with my Pocket 3 and do some test shots and see how it actually works. It's going to be fun to see, but it's working. Let me turn on the gimbal, and as you can see, it's nicely balanced, no vibration on the gimbal at all, and you have to use the tracking module. That's really important. I just have to say that. So you do need to have the Flow 2 Pro package. I'm going to link that down below. But you do need to use a tracking module when you're using an action camera, and that gives you the opportunity to track. So it's quite simple. If I tap once on the tracking module, it needs to see me, of course. When I have the camera pointed to me and the tracking module is seeing me, I just tap once on the trigger button, and then the tracking module is seeing me, and that's the reason it can actually track me, because that's the eye, not the camera. So we're going to do some tests. We're going to attach the Flow 2 Pro to the tripod and do some test shots. I'm going to record everything in 4K 60 actually today, and see how good it actually is. We're going to walk around here in this beautiful landscape, and the weather is absolutely fantastic. So let's begin the test. So you probably can see now I'm recording with the Ace Pro 2 attached to the Flow 2 Pro. And the reason is to give you a little bit of a dynamic shot, me walking around, and I just want to see how good the tracking actually works. But it seems to be working, and I'm using the DJI Mic 2 attached to the Ace Pro 2. It's not the perfect combination, but it's better than no audio at all. So I'm going to walk a little bit and you can see how well it tracks, hopefully. I'm recording in 4K 60, HDR on. So let's begin. I'm going to walk up there and we're going to see if the camera can track me and pan nicely and smooth. That's the most important. I do think this gives you a little bit of a different look in when you're recording clips or video, just to give the viewers a little bit of a different angle when you're out recording. So let's begin. And as you can see, it's tracking me perfect, no issues at all, and it seems to be pretty smooth and nice. And I can walk around and it's following me. And the nice thing about this is actually you can show people something. I can talk about something. Look at this beautiful view. We are at Askøy, Hattlevik, just outside of Bergen, and the weather is fantastic today and the views are amazing, and the sun is finally giving us some heat. It's nice actually. It's around 14 degrees. You can walk around and talk about things and the camera is tracking you perfect. But the good thing about the Flow 2 Pro is actually 360-degree tracking. It works perfect. Let's take some other shots. Let's try something else. I'm gonna walk from that point, from that tree over there, as you can see, and walk down here and see if the camera is tracking me and see if it gives you a nice shot. Let's do that. Yeah, so before we wrap up the video today, I just want to do a little tracking test. There are a lot of obstacles here around the camera now, or the gimbal and the tracking module. I was just gonna walk around and see if it's possible to catch me if it loses me. I do think that's possible. Let's begin the test and see. I'm gonna walk over and think about 360-degree pan. Obstacles here. Let's see if it can track me and keep me in frame. And it's picking me up again as soon as it loses me. I'm gonna walk down here and it's picking me up and around here. This is kind of difficult actually. up here, go this direction, and it's tracking me. Absolutely amazing. Let's walk over here. And it seems to be a pretty good reach when it comes to tracking. Has it lost me? Seems to be tracking me still. Let's see here. This can't be possible. But let's see. As soon as the tracking module sees me, it catches me again. Pretty amazing. Extremely good tracking. As you can see, you can use your action camera, the Ace Pro 2 with the Flow 2 Pro. No issues at all. Let's do some running and see if that's possible. This is going to be difficult, but let's begin. Don't lose me now. I'm sure. Just amazing. See? Up here. You lost me now, I'm sure. Picks me up again. Absolutely fantastic fun run. This is just insane. Just insane. On here, it lost me now. I'm sure. Picks me up again. Whew. So what do you think? Will you use your Flow 2 Pro with your Ace Pro or Ace Pro 2? It works with the tracking module just perfect. So give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.